This is Rap Analytics on RadioCast.com.
Hey, what it do? You know it's your favorite campaign, man. Presidential worthy. Please, please vote for me. You know what I'm talking about. Rap Analytics. We about to do the thing, man. As we know, and as y'all always know, every month we take our time out to support a black-owned business every month. And this month we got the vegan goddess in the building.
Yeah.
I talk to him. Give it up for the vegan goddess.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Go ahead and tell people where to find you at and all that good information and stuff.
Right now you can actually just find me on my website. More mobile right now. You can go to www.thevegangoddess1979.com. You can order there. We ship. I do deliveries also. So hey, any way you want it, if you locally, I'll pull up on you. If not, we'll ship it to you.
Okay. Speaking of shipping, man, you already know. Before I get into the shipping, the vegan goddess brought some stuff in here. We gonna try that out in a minute. I wanted to wait and try it on cam so y'all don't think I was BSing, to try and make y'all feel like all her stuff is good. And I ate it before y'all got in it because it looks good already. You know what I mean? But we gonna get more into that during the show. But just in case y'all don't know, this month she is giving away 2 winners 7 days, right? 7 days meal prep.
Mhm.
So from her personally. So definitely go get your tickets. All you gotta do is go to Rap Analytics bio, click on the bio. Once you click on the bio, go down to Rap Analytics supporting black owned business raffle. Go ahead and find her raffle, which should be at the top anyway, and then go ahead and get your tickets, man. It's only $5. And you can get a chance to get 7 days worth of meal prep shipped directly to you by the vegan goddess herself. So let's get into it, man. The people want to know a little bit about you. What got you into this whole vegan thing and meal preps and stuff like that.
Okay. I have now been vegan for like
Shout out to Phil. He on there.
I've been vegan for like almost 3.5 years. And really, I got to being vegan, really just wanted to change my life, wanted to do something better. And, really just try to stay out the hospital,
Got you.
3 years ago, actually like about 4 years ago, I went to the doctor after my cousin had suddenly passed away. And my brother was like, I think you need to go to the doctor because I was wheezing.
Right.
So, I'm like, okay, cousin just passed. Let me check on myself too. Went to the doctor. They said I was pre-diabetic. I'm like, So they said, well, we're going to give you a month to get some of that weight off. If not, we're going to give you some of that insulin. I'm like, negative. Yeah. So, I decided to, change my life, got some of that weight off. And I went through a doctor that's called Dr. Weight Loss. So the type of regimen he had me on, I really wasn't eating meat. I was eating about 3 ounces of meat.
Right.
And at that time, I wasn't really eating nothing but chicken, turkey, and fish. I had cut beef out my life and cut pork out, just for reasons. And so I started eating like that. And I was eating more fruits and vegetables than anything.
Right.
And the weight was coming off. It was coming off. I think I lost almost like 50 pounds. So, around the time, you started hearing about the slutty vegan. And I'm like, okay, slutty vegan, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what? I think I want to do this vegan thing. Let's see where it goes.
Right.
Went vegan. Went to slutty vegan. First time taking a vegan burger. Like, okay, cool. And just really started to come up with my own concept, started looking up recipes and just started doing it my way.
Right.
And I just started cooking some of everything just quickly. And as I started doing it, I started feeding some of my reps that work with me. They started tasting it. So every time I cook food, they wanted some food. So I said, you know what? I think I need to take this to another level. Everybody's tasting the food, why not I really brand it?
Right.
And, I always consider myself a goddess anyway. and just really just trying to see what would be so catchy. Didn't want nothing like anybody else. I always want to be different. And the vegan goddess is what stood out to me.
Okay.
And you know, all about, I don't just do vegan food, I do herbs also. So I do elderberry syrup that I make fresh. I make sea moss also.
You do elderberry and sea moss?
Yeah, I do elderberry and sea moss. So I sell that also. So my thing is to get America healthy right now. You know, for the last almost 3 years, we've been going through this COVID situation.
Right.
And like I tell people, I haven't been sick.
Right.
I haven't been sick. And I'm around all types of people. And one of the reasons I'm vegan. Hate to say it like that. I'm vegan. And I do take my herbs, you know. So really just trying to let people know that if I can do it, you can do it. I grew up in the South. I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
I ate rooter from the tuber.
Okay.
So, you know, in Birmingham, we ate pig ears, pig feet, all of that.
Right.
So for me to change my life like that, anybody can do it.
Fact. I heard that. That's dope, man. Especially being from Birmingham. My kids are there in Birmingham. Shout out to the twins. Shout out to the twins. Y'all badass. But yeah, that's dope. Especially coming from being pre-diabetic and everything. You overcame that situation, right?
Right. Yes.
So I salute you for that, definitely. So with the whole vegan, you said you got into it, you still start cooking. So would you a cook before then? Is like cooking was something you like to do, and then it became something that you wanted to start doing vegan in? How that work?
I didn't grow up being a cook. You know, I grew up, my mom basically did all the cooking, and you know, I just really started paying attention to what she's doing.
Right.
When I was like 5 years old, you know, I cooked my first thing of grits.
Okay.
Got burnt, but you know, when you're a kid, you
was it cheese grits?
Huh?
Was it cheese grits or regular grits?
No, I don't know if y'all remember this. It might be too much, because I'm a little older than you. You remember the grits that used to be in the bag?
Yes.
You remember what I'm talking about? The little bag? You boiled the bag? It was those grits.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
See, you don't know about
I don't know about that. That's out of my time.
Yeah. So it was the grits you boil in the bag, and you know, I said I wanted to make me some food, and I burnt myself. But you know, from then, as I got older, you know, I just started observing. My mom used to cook, and I just used to observe her. I learned how to make gravy from scratch. I started grilling my own food, and then I started having kids. Right. So I had to learn how to cook. So, you know, I just got better and better. So if I could master non-vegan food, I knew it wasn't going to be no question me to master vegan food. Right. Just really just getting the rhythm and everything, and just watching other vegans, see what they cook, and even in some vegan social media groups, watching that and learning from that, right, and just putting my own twist to it.
Okay. So what's some of your, like, what I could say, some of your favorite things out of these vegan recipes that you make, that you like to make?
Okay. So I figured, you know, the ones I really wanted, when I decided to really advertise Vegan Goddess, I wanted it to be food that more comfort food. Right. Didn't want a fast food because they already got that market. So I want to do a little more comfort food. And I said, you know, what would be something that'll be kind of quick, but not too quick. Right. So I had mastered the vegan fried chicken. I made it all types of ways. And I found the right thing that worked with me, which is oyster mushrooms. Oh. Right. So oyster mushrooms, they take on any taste you give it. Right. You know, and I just start playing with it and mastering, and chose a great wet batter to make it better and a great dry batter, good seasons. I just started mixing together, and I just basically, I cook it like you cook chicken. It's like you cook chicken. You go.
So you fry it?
Yeah, you fry it.
You can fry this chicken.
Yes.
Girl, I ain't trying to hear that. how you frying chicken that ain't chicken?
Look. So
the impossible chicken.
Yeah.
Impossible chicken.
The impossible goddess chicken.
I'm just saying, like, if you get oyster mushrooms, when you see the oyster mushrooms and when you wash it, it could give you a look like chicken. Right. So, you know, I wash it just like you wash chicken, season it, marinate it, let it marinate for like 20, 30 minutes or overnight. Okay. And then I make a wet batter. I use a chickpea wet batter. I can't tell you my dry batter, then I have to
Right.
kill everybody.
Hey, I ain't trying to die. I got kids.
I use chickpea flour as my wet batter,
Uh-huh.
and then I use my other stuff, and then I put it in olive oil. I don't use vegetable oil. I use olive oil, grapeseed oil, and avocado oil. Those are my favorite 3 oils I like to use.
Do you make these oils yourself, or is something that you get?
Huh?
Do you make those oils yourself?
No, I actually get the oils.
Okay, gotcha.
I might work on doing that.
Hey, it might be, man. Hey, who knows?
Who knows?
Be
If the spirit leads me that way, hey, why not?
Okay, for real.
So, and I knew the chicken would be a banger. My son is not vegan. I use him as my test, certain things I make. And I just used to start posting a lot of things. And I say, you know what? Those right there. And really perspective, since I've been doing this, those has been the banger. The chicken, the mac and cheese, and the egg rolls. And I make 2 types of egg rolls.
Okay. What's
the ones you have right there are the Beyond Meat ones.
Okay,
but I do
Beyond Meat.
Yes. Okay. But I do make some with walnut meat.
Okay.
Now I knew you was gonna look like that when I said it.
Walnut meat.
Okay. So walnut meat is nothing but soaked walnuts. So I take black walnuts.
So it's not meat.
Huh?
So it's not meat?
It's not meat, but listen.
It's walnuts.
It's walnuts. So it's walnuts you soak overnight, and then you put it in the processor. When you grind it up and cook it, it looks like meat.
It looks like meat.
It looks like hamburger meat.
So walnuts can look like meat.
Yes.
I don't believe that shit.
Look. See, this is the thing. Any plants that you make, you can make it, interpret it, and make it look just like meat. Because you got to think about it.
Okay.
And you got to think about it like this: when a cow
moo,
yeah, when they cut the cow, how you say it's hamburger? It's a cow,
right?
So they named it hamburger,
okay,
like a steak,
right?
It wasn't a steak; it comes from what?
A cow, right?
Same with plants. So what people don't understand, a lot of the nutrients and protein you get comes from the plants. That's where the cow get it from,
right? Because cow eat grass.
There you go.
I see you going with this. So I got it. Yeah.
I like to break it down a little simple for people to understand it, because a lot of people like, well, you eating, why you calling it hamburger meat? Well, the same way you call it hamburger meat.
Right.
It wasn't hamburger meat until you named it that.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the thing is, for someone transition to be vegan, you have to make things in a way that they used to eat. Because it's not that they don't want to eat it, they just want to be more healthier eating it.
Right.
And the thing about vegan food, when you eat vegan food, you don't get the itis. You feel good, you're full, but you're not weighed down. You see what I'm saying? So that's the great thing about vegan food. And you see a lot of vegans, and a lot of people don't understand, melanated people like us, we should be plant-based.
Right.
We really should. It's something in our DNA we should be anyway. But even if you don't, I always tell people, try it.
Right.
Don't think it's vegan, because it's a mental thing. When you say vegan, when I tell somebody vegan, they think, oh, she eating lettuce.
Yeah, I'm one of those persons.
She eat carrots.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's me.
She eat tomatoes.
Yeah, she had to eat all the vegetables in the world.
Right. But if I let you taste it and then tell you what it is, then you're like, wow.
No. You saying all this, man. I'm gonna get into tasting some of this stuff, man.
Because I'm just saying,
she's talking all this like it's that great. I need to find out.
He got to taste it.
I need to find out. So we got mac and cheese here. We got a little mac and cheese. We got some egg rolls here.
You got the sauces.
She made this one herself. What you call this sauce again?
That's a sweet chili sauce.
While I get myself prepared, you want to talk to them about the sweet chili sauce?
Well, the sweet chili sauce,
I gotta get into this.
Instead of making the sweet chili, getting it store-bought, I realized, let me make it myself. So, you can find a recipe online. I just got some sweet chili peppers with garlic and mix it how you're supposed to mix it. And hey, voila.
Voila, magic. Okay, all right.
Oh, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm gonna try it out right here, man. Hey, Phil. Hey, Phil. It better be good.
I'm telling you.
It better be good, Phil.
Let me get one of those egg rolls.
Go ahead and get you one, man. Go and get in that. So she before we was on the show, you were talking about how cheese, people be talking about
oh yeah,
that they be having burgers that's supposed to be
Right.
vegan with cheese.
Right.
So how is this cheese not the same as regular cheese?
So that cheese is actually it's nutritional yeast.
Uh-huh.
And it's cashew cheese.
Okay.
So basically, you can make cheese out of cashews. You can soak the cashews.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So you use a lot of nuts. I'm just saying. Cause you got walnuts, you got cashews. I'm just saying.
You done found the recipe.
Yeah.
Hey, nuts are good for you.
That's what I always said. But we're gonna keep we gonna try this out right here. This is the mac and cheese. And it tastes like mac and cheese.
I told
You say you like mac and cheese. I'm fucking with it. And I thought that this vegan stuff gonna be like, oh my god, here we go, some more plant stuff. This is actually good. I don't know. I might try to get her to put this in y'all meal plan.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. But
then you gotta get the egg roll in.
yeah, I'm gonna get the egg roll in too.
What you think of that egg roll?
Waiting to get another one.
I mean, go on get in there. You want to tell them a little bit about it?
Oh man, what's all in the egg roll again?
So in the egg roll, I put ginger. Gotta have ginger in it.
Okay.
So ginger's in it, jalapenos in it,
Mm-hmm.
bell peppers in it, red onions, some of my seasons. I use some liquid smoke to give it that smoky taste.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Smoke. I know about that.
Use A1 sauce. A1 sauce in it. And then I used the vegan smoked Gouda. That's
Yeah. I told you the egg roll.
Hold on, man.
No, he didn't do the happy dance.
Yes, he did. This egg roll is, oh my god.
Egg roll, yeah.
I'm telling you, that's one of my number one bangers.
Okay, and I'm banging. Oh my god. And this sauce, okay.
Yeah.
When they said it's too much sauce, they weren't talking about this one. This is, oh my god. Jesus. And this is vegan.
This is vegan.
Yeah. Ain't no goddamn vegan, y'all.
It is vegan.
She lying to y'all.
No,
It ain't
not.
something about this ain't vegan because it's too good.
It's vegan.
It's too good to be vegan.
It is.
It is, though. I'm just playing with y'all. Don't get me. I don't want to mess
It
with
is
nothing.
awesome.
This is good. This is good. Oh my god.
It gives you life, don't it?
Gee, I woke up.
Look at it, man.
I woke up, man. Okay.
The reason that I started with the egg rolls, because egg rolls is hit or miss.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me go ahead and see what this egg roll. Look here, man.
Man, look, I done tricked so many non-vegans with them egg rolls. You have no idea.
Man. I'm about to go vegan. Maybe for a couple of days.
That's good. If people can do 2 weeks,
Still stay work from home, bro.
if people can do 2 weeks out of a month going vegan or juicing, it'll make their life so much better. They have no idea. If you either juice for 2 weeks or eat vegan for 2 weeks, it will actually add more to your lifespan.
Do you make juices too?
Yes, I do.
So what kind of juices do you make?
I make natural juices. So I have a blueberry lemonade juice. The sweeteners I use is agave. So I don't use honey. I use agave. Agave is sweet, but it's not, super sweet. I don't know if you ever taste agave. They use it in margaritas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I do have another juice I just came out with. I call it the Goddess Nectar.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. That name ring bells.
Why you didn't bring that?
Right. I want some of this Goddess Nectar.
So the Goddess Nectar is made with ginger, pomegranate, and lemon, and it got agave in it.
I'm in heaven right now, y'all. I don't know y'all.
Happy dance.
God, man.
I'm gonna
These
tell you,
egg rolls, I don't know.
one thing about Worthy, like he come up in here, he gonna come up in here ready to eat. He gonna come up in here eat.
Everybody know that. I'm always eat something.
So, but he only gonna eat something he like, and he already was like, man, this wasn't even good. So
oh my god,
he in it right now.
Jesus, this is amazing.
Thank you.
This reminds me of Anthony Hamilton song. Amazing. Outrageous.
I mean, I put my love in it. I put my heart in it, and everything I do, just want to make it, Want to make it that like I told Phil to tell you, Vegan Goddess is gonna be a household name.
Okay.
I was just about to ask
It's
what
coming.
was the long-term goal, because we do see, which is a good thing, that a lot of people in our community are switching to healthy, the sea moss and everything like that. So, but I don't really hear people saying what's the long-term goal for you in particular.
Yeah.
Right.
And you doing that, how are you actually going to go by making that a household name? What's your plan?
Right now I'm actually gonna have a space that I'm working on in Atlanta.
Okay.
So it'll be a delivery location.
Oh, great.
Be a delivery location and where I park my food truck that
Okay.
will be coming soon. Just got some
You ready the food truck?
Yeah.
We don't get back to that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but I got some great things because one thing about it, our community needs to be healthy. And I have always been a helping spirit, and that's just what I am.
Let me ask this.
Okay.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh
Yeah, I want to know that too.
Okay. Well, I actually went to my in-laws' house. And I made some of my vegan crab dressing and my vegan pot roast. The vegan pot roast made out of jackfruit, and the crab dressing was made out of with heart of palms, and the same way you make cornbread dressing.
Right.
Took it to my family. Didn't say what I bought, and they killed it.
Because Thanksgiving we eat everything that we was talking about, the unhealthy stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm actually sitting around the table like, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit.
Right. And see,
do we really tell anybody no when them collard greens with the bacon and all that stuff is right there in your face?
Collard greens collard greens are not made to have meat in it.
That's what I'm saying. You put the meat in it though. We put bacon in that.
Because if you season it a proper way,
right,
it'll taste good.
It should taste good regardless, but I ain't gonna lie. I do looking for the bacon in it though. I ain't gonna lie.
Looking for the bacon in it.
Are you looking for? Hey, I got some bacon.
You stir the pot just to get to the scoop with the bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a thing. Back in even you could say slavery or whatever, our people were taught to eat wrong. And I mean, yeah, we made good out of it, but the thing is, we stuck on it, and so many of our family members got hypertension, having heart attacks, diabetes, cancer, and all of this comes from this. And it's like any celebration we have, even if somebody has passed away, we keep eating the same food that's killing us, and it has to stop. Right. It has to stop. And one thing I can say, it is a large melanated vegan community in Atlanta than anywhere. And I have ran across so many people. I actually working on some stuff, but waiting for her to get back in my DM.
Okay.
But Miss Pinky Cole, of Slutty Vegan CEO, I have collabo with her. She wants to taste the vegan fried chicken. And
you know what's crazy about that?
Huh?
It was crazy about the Slutty Vegan thing, right? So I live in Pleasant Hill, off of Pleasant Hill Road.
Oh yeah, you right back the new one.
So I live off of Pleasant Hill Road, right? I've been living there for like a year now, right? I don't drove by Slutty Vegan like every day. Never knew that was there, right?
It just got there.
Yeah, and so when one day it was recently, like right before Christmas, like a week before Christmas, right? One V103 was out there with them. I was like, what the hell is going on by Red Lobster? Where all these people is blocking my damn way to get home. Right? So I said, let me turn in here and find out what's going on. Now I see that's not Hot 107. Sorry about that. But I see V103 all everywhere around here. People lined up. And then I happened to pass by a big ass truck that said Slutty Vegan. I said, oh, she been right here this whole time? That's crazy.
She literally just got here. It came I want to say the 13th of December, I think. She literally just got here. Oh,
so you know what? It might have been that day. Cause that's what I said. That was the day, and it was like right before Christmas. It wasn't too close. Like maybe a week or so before Christmas. And they was packed up all around. I said, what the hell is going on?
Yep.
Why the hell could I get home?
And you know what? I am so inspired by her because she started Slutty Vegan back in 2018. That's around the same time I went vegan. So after it's been what 3 years since 2018, she has now 4 locations. She's working on the 5th one, which is gonna be in Athens, right by Bulldog Station.
Okay.
That's gonna be in Athens. She's working on one from my hometown in Birmingham, Alabama. She's putting a Slutty Vegan there also. So, that momentum she has made and, really somewhat changing people's life, it's very great, and it just really giving people the opportunity. Yeah, they're trying the vegan burger, but let's take it another step. Maybe try to cook some vegan for myself or go to other vegan places. And places like Alabama, they don't really have a lot of vegan places.
No, they don't.
No.
And Alabama country.
Birmingham is not country,
yes,
sir.
it is, man. I go out there every weekend. I know how country it is.
Birmingham is not country.
The lies you tell.
Alabama country, but not Birmingham. But just really just trying to get people to eat better, so you can get grandma off the insulin. You can get them off of all this extra stuff. It just really just showing them the way. You just got to show them the way. You can't force it, but just show them the way that don't have to worry about stepping in the hospital. Because anytime you step in the hospital, see the doctor will tell you the only way the doctor get paid is you keep coming seeing them and you stay sick.
Right.
When you're not sick, they don't get paid.
Right. That's a fact.
The money's in the medicine, not the cure.
There you go. They don't cure nothing. And once you have that in your mind and you like, well, look, I'm tired of going through this and that. Eat healthier.
Right.
Then you don't have to worry about going to the doctor. You don't have to worry about everything that's going on right now. And not just that, as you eat healthier, it elevates you. It puts you on a higher frequency. Okay. You're tapped in on something greater than anything. So, if you look at it like that, it's a beautiful thing.
It sounds beautiful, man. I want to also get into, you was just talking about Slutty Vegan and everything. So I just got to ask you a real question. The fact of the matter that there's not a lot of vegan spots out there. And it is salute to her for making all these vegan spots, Slutty Vegan. You said she get on her 5th one by now, which is dope. But do you feel like that's competition? Do you feel like
no?
How do you feel about that whole situation?
Well, the thing is, Slutty Vegan, they sell burgers. It's fast food.
Right.
I'm more comfort food. I'm almost like in other words, y'all would call it this is it.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is it. It's like a comfort food. Family can sitting around, eat. That's when I come in. Gotcha. That's me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I see. So you more like when you say comfort. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you explain that. When you say comfort food for the people that's illiterate like me or kind of slow, what do you mean by comfort?
Like say for instance, like the type of food you might eat when you chilling at home. You might eat some wings, some burgers, some fries,
right?
Or a steak, whatever. And it's just very comfort. It goes with the weather,
right?
Almost like some chili or something,
right?
And it just does something to your soul. In other words, and you just so relaxed and tranquil.
Yeah, the egg roll did something to my soul. It did something to my soul. It hit the soul.
Yeah, so just really, giving people to understand they can still eat somewhat the way they used to eat, but a little healthier.
Right.
Because it's so many, and I follow so many vegan entrepreneurs, vegan chefs. And they make some stuff that'll blow your mind. Like they have mastered how to make oxtails. They call them voxtails.
What?
Yes.
What?
Like, the vegan community makes so many things that will blow your mind.
I'm gonna have to see about some of these things because y'all think y'all know what y'all doing out there and everything. But people like me that be stuck on this real meat, I got to see what y'all.
I got you.
Doing. Yeah, you did.
I got
the
you.
egg rolls got me with that. Look, I gotta tell the people, this is no cap when I say this, man. Them egg rolls is good. Like, I am not capping with that, man. Every time I maybe do a happy dance and everything. You need to try these egg rolls from the vegan goddess. presidential worthy stamp to myself. You know what I mean? She got to vote for me on that one. Definitely got to vote for me. I'm fucking with the campaign. Oh my God. Egg rolls. And this sauce right here. This with the egg rolls is what you need. Okay. If you like spicy shit, this is it. Okay. Not the restaurant. Not the restaurant. Not the restaurant. But this is it. Yes. So I love it. Speaking of, you mentioned the food truck, right? We got a food truck coming soon this year.
Oh, it's coming this year.
Summertime. What we looking like?
Man, I'm really giving myself 30 to 60 days.
Okay.
I'm giving myself 30 to 60 days.
Okay.
You know,
1 or 2 months.
Yeah. So I'm on the grind.
It sound like around my birthday in March, I can be able to slide up to this truck.
It might be. Hey, it might
okay.
be.
All right. I'm trying to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So that sounds dope. You got an idea of where you want to put this truck, or a certain location?
Well, it would probably move around from Gwinnett to Atlanta because it's not a lot of places in Gwinnett that's Black owned vegan.
Right.
If it went for Slutty Vegan movement there, it is some vegan space places there, but it's more Asian.
Right.
So, really just trying to get us in the mix. And it's so many, the vegan spots are in Atlanta.
Right.
So, yeah, want to touch that. But my goal, and I know every other vegan restaurant, our goal is to get non-vegans. Our goal is not to get vegans because we already know what it is.
Right.
Our goal is to target the vegans.
So y'all trying to convert people like me.
Right. So our goal is to get non-vegans. And so I want to put it more with a non-vegan B. I'd rather it be close to our community, but I do want to still be a little diversified.
Right. So I gotta ask this too. Because you said y'all target is to get non-vegans, right?
Right.
But why?
Because
just want to get more in
well, the thing is, non-vegans, a lot of you guys are unhealthy. A lot of you guys,
we're not. I just had to say that.
A lot of you guys are unhealthy, and a lot of them are obese. A lot of them going through so many sickness and diseases right now, and somebody have to tell you, in a way, that's not cool. Because I look at it like this: when someone says they have cancer or whatever it is, my thing is, what did you do to prevent that?
Right.
You didn't do anything. And it's not that you didn't try to, it's just what we're used to. Because you got to understand, we're taught how to eat from our mother and father.
Right.
And if our mother and father don't know the importance how to eat right, we're going to eat the same way. So we're thinking we're doing the right thing. And then we hear the doctor say, well, that's healthy. Got to remember, the doctor is for you to keep coming back. So they're going to say it's healthy.
Right.
Right. You got to sometimes go to a holistic doctor, which a lot of holistic doctors is hard to find now.
What is this big word, holistic?
Holistic doctors, they specialize in herbs,
okay,
fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
And they're still out there, but they're under the radar right now because so many have came up missing.
Okay. So many have get your holistic doctor, y'all.
So many have died. So they have to be on the radar because it's more dangerous for people like us because we're trying to get people more healthier. And America itself is the most unhealthy people in the world. If you really look at it. If you look at other countries, America stands out as the most unhealthy, most obese, most people who have all types of diseases. That's why when the C thing, we'll just say that, hit, it was a high rise because there's so many people in America that's unhealthy. It's not that many that's healthy. And then the ones that are healthy, they don't talk about it.
Right.
They don't talk about the healthy people. They like to talk about the non-healthy. That's when you get the more bang for your buck. Gotcha. So, really just like trying McDonald's to get and stuff. Right. And really just trying to get people to understand and do research. One thing I like to do, anything I buy, I read the ingredients. And if it don't make sense to me, look it up.
So what do you look for in the ingredients when you're reading?
You look for, let's say if it has, I'm trying to think let's say it had corn syrup, fructose, stuff like that. Look up, see what it is, see what it does to the body.
Right.
If it has acid, look what it does to the body. You know, if you eat a lot of acidic food, you're usually going to have some type of disease in your body. And it's not going to happen when you expect it. It's going to happen when you least expect it.
Right.
Because even if you, let's just say hypothetical like this, even though I eat better now, I still have an opportunity for stuff I've ate in the past can sneak back on me. Because you got to understand, the stuff we have ate years and years and has been in our system, if you haven't got a flush, it's still there. And sometimes it lays dormant in your body. So as you start eating better and getting healthier, you can wake that up. And it could be cancer. It could be a tumor. It could be any of that nature. But the thing is, even if that does happen, let's say cancer happens, you still have to stay plant-based. Because one thing I tell people, look up Dr. Sebi. He cured everything.
Cancer and everything.
He cured cancer and everything. And he told you the best way to cure it is to go plant-based, eat healthy, eat fruits and vegetables. So that just show you, if that does arise, you still have a way to survive from it. If you go rely on the doctor, they're going to shoot you with chemicals that your body is going to wear out and it's going to depreciate. I mean, our bodies fight to live each and every day.
Right.
And what we feed them shows our body how much we care about them.
Right.
And if we're piling it with chicken, steak, and we all know the American.
I got a lot of steak in my body.
I had a steak last night.
Right.
Yeah,
and
Talking about Dr. Sebi at the same time.
Right.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
crazy.
what they did to that.
But you know the
crazy.
the American diet for breakfast is meats. In the morning, what they eat? Sausage,
Bacon. One of my favorites.
eggs, right? And then for lunch, what they eat? Some with meat, right?
Yeah, steaks, lobster, shrimps.
Then what's for
Fine.
dinner?
Oh my God.
So the
Another
body,
steak.
so the body is not having a chance to digest any of that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to think of that, and a lot of people don't think of that. So a lot of people, it's stuck in your colon. It's on the walls. It's like stones, fecal matter.
Gotcha.
In other words,
what's up with all these big words, man?
I mean, look,
y'all fecal matter.
Look,
That one I ain't never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, fecal matter.
Look, y'all got the ancestors talking to me, and I'm just spreading it to
I
you
see,
guys,
man.
okay?
What is this fecal matter thing?
Fecal matter is shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Got you.
feces.
Okay.
Feces.
Got
Fecal.
you. All right, I'm with you. I'm
Right.
back. Continue with the story.
But what I'm saying is, you have to lay off the meat. You really do. Unless you to raise that animal and cut it yourself, that probably be the most healthier than anything. But just digesting meat all the time is just not good for you. It's really not good for you.
I understand that. So I got a question, right? I want to know, because when I know I used to work at Whole Foods for a minute, right? And I know Whole Foods is big on only selling certain things, making sure certain items and stuff are not in their ingredients, like non-GMOs and stuff like that. Is that like a place that you recommend for vegan people to shop at, or non-vegan people like myself?
I do, but I don't, because
why you don't?
Because one thing about Whole Foods is gonna humble you. Whole Foods, everything is high in Whole Foods. So if you ain't got the money for Whole Foods, don't do it. I recommend people going to farmers market. Go to a farmers market, because you can get that same amount of stuff for a lesser price.
Gotcha.
Or go to a local farm. The natural you get, go to a local farm. But Whole Foods, I like Whole Foods, it's great. But if you don't have that Whole Foods money, you can still go to Walmart. You can still go to other stores. Just watch what you eat. Someone always told me the bad food is in the middle of the aisles, like the ones on the aisles. Everything that's somewhat healthy is around. So you see, like the produce, hit the produce. If you go get meat, go get you some meat.
Right,
I ain't saying not get meat, but you just gotta yourself. But if you have noticed, there's been a shortage. Have you been looking in your store?
Yeah,
I have not.
But you notice there ain't been a shortage in the produce department, right?
I never.
Think about that.
Oh.
You want that
Because we run
steak?
out of cows. That's all it is.
It's plenty cows. It's plenty cows. It's plenty
There's
cows.
plenty.
We run out of cows and pigs, man.
No, it's plenty. But the
Okay.
thing is, what a lot of non-vegans don't know, they're starting to make y'all food in the lab. So that steak you love, they're basically taking organisms from that cow and making it in the lab. I'm serious. They're making it in lab instead of butchering all these animals. They're doing that, and a lot of people who make meat don't eat meat. They don't.
Crazy.
It's a lot of people that are vegan or plant-based, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of people that are, and people don't get it. They sell people all of this, but they don't eat that way.
They still be saying USDA approval on my meat. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna say that. But the thing is, a lot of people are not eating meat like they're telling people.
Right.
They're not. And it's right now we're in an age of technology. Everybody have a computer, everybody has a cell phone.
Facts.
That everybody should be able to look up and see what's in their food. I mean, they got documentaries about it. If you ever saw What the Health, What the Health blew my mind. What the hell? The people like the American Cancer Society. They're partners with some of these fast food places. Yes, they still getting paid. They tell you not to eat that way, but they are putting their money in the places they're making people sick.
Wow.
Because you're gonna come see them.
You're gonna come see them.
Yeah,
somewhere possible. You come to see them. So yeah, it's a crazy game.
That's crazy.
It's a game.
What the health?
What? Look up.
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
It was on Netflix. Is it?
Crazy.
I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but there are a lot of documentaries out there that's telling what they're doing to this food. They had some called fish something.
Fish and shrimp. Fish and
Not
grits.
fish and shrimp.
Oh,
it was like a scam, a fish demic or something. I can't think. It was on Netflix. Netflix for some reason they be airing a lot of gems.
Yeah,
they air a lot of gems because they know a lot of people ain't paying attention. They watching other shit, but they be airing a lot of gems that be telling you what they're doing to food. But a lot of people don't pay attention to watch it.
I be watching the Kevin Hart True Story.
That was good.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
That was dope though.
I be catching all the other stuff. I somehow I ain't seen what the hell.
Somehow if you see something like about the fish and stuff like that, watch it.
Yeah,
like
I think that came out like 3 years ago. Let me pull it up there.
Yeah, they're doing some major shit to the stuff in the ocean.
What they doing in the ocean?
Man, they fucking it up.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because everybody wants seafood. Everybody want crab legs. Everybody want fish.
I had crab legs for Christmas too, by the way. Had crab legs, shrimp, gumbo, all that.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was great.
Well, you know you're from New Orleans. You gonna eat it that way.
I'm from Atlanta. Okay. I was born and raised in Atlanta.
Okay, you was born.
But I'm a New Orleans Saints fan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. What the Health? It was released in 2017, still on Netflix.
Okay, still on Netflix.
Oh, we gotta watch that out.
Please
we gotta watch that, man. What the Health? For all y'all who want to get more in depth. She trying to give y'all some gems on this vegan life and everything. I'm gonna take some of this in consideration. Definitely. I know I joke a lot, but this is definitely a serious matter, especially with vegan. We do need to get our people right. And I do agree with you on that. Even though I was joking. You know,
I know you were.
You know, I got a joke.
It's cool.
Yeah, but we definitely want to get more serious. I didn't know a lot of the stuff that she was saying until she brought it to my attention. I'm gonna try to go to this plant-based route. These egg rolls, the egg rolls is definitely pushing me that way. I'm trying to tell y'all they're definitely great. Shout out to the people in here. Dank one, the y'all know I'm bad with names, man. What y'all doing? But shout out to you. Shout out to Phil. Appreciate that link, Phil. But yeah, this vegan thing is definitely the route we need to start going for our people. Like they were saying, man, we need to get our people, our grandmas and stuff, all these insulins and all these medicines and stuff, because it's starting to look bad for our people. And we want people to stay around as long as possible.
Right.
Definitely. So we talked about the food truck. We still ain't got no date on the food truck though.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. So we need a date on the food truck.
Okay.
We've been talking about this vegan situation. Talked about how she got into it. Let's get into what is your plans for this year, 2022? Because we said 30 to 60 days for the truck, but what's the plan for the whole year?
Well, the whole year, I mean, it's all about networking, meeting new people, branding my business everywhere I go.
Okay, because the rates went up. Okay, the rates went up. All right, it's not the same rates as it was in 2021. 2022, the rates went up.
I mean, just branding myself, getting myself out there, and really just trying to do more for my community. Another thing, working on probably feeding the homeless. That'll be a great thing because my thing is this, and it's been on my mind. I thought about it's really not the city job or the government job to take care of the homeless.
Right.
It's the community.
Right.
It's the community. Because, we already see how the city and the government does.
Man.
They don't care.
That's true.
So they're in our community. We have to help them and give them structure and show them how they can get off the street. I know some people don't want to be helped. I get that. But those who want to be helped, those with kids, these mothers, these fathers, we have to try to create some type of way that they can be back in their own homes. Everybody don't need a 9-to-5 job. We need to teach people how to be entrepreneurs.
Thanks.
And that's
I
really
definitely agree with that.
Really everybody needs to learn how to be an entrepreneur. Like seriously, yeah, it's hard work. But if you have a community behind you and you have someone teaching you those tools, it makes it even better.
I agree with that 100%. And you saying that brings me to the reason this is the reason why I came up with the fact that matter to start promoting Black-owned businesses, because I feel like we don't take the time to support our people,
right,
to push our community,
right,
and show our community is things that you can do and you can be successful. And I feel like it's not only that. In our community, a lot of people would say, "Oh man, support Black-owned business, support Black-owned business. Make sure you go support Black-owned business," but nobody really tries to push it for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to take that in my own consideration and to make sure we push these Black-owned communities and businesses and let them know that hey, we do have businesses out here. Matter of fact, every month I'm gonna push you one. That's where you can see. All right, we got vegans, we got clothing lines, we got barbers, we got people that does hair, do nails. We got all our range of Black-owned businesses is so far, and that's why I say when I say I agree with you with the whole entrepreneurship. If you're an entrepreneur, you should go for it because it like you said, it's not easy. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's not easy trying to create your own business and get it off the ground, trying to build clientele, getting people to follow you, getting people to understand what you're trying to do and get your movement down pat. It's hard.
Right.
It's hard. But at the same time, it's like you go, like you said, having a community, having people behind you, or even people like me that say, you know what, I'm going to help. Even though I might not be a big person in the community right now, but eventually what I do might become big enough that it help all community, everybody.
Right. And see, what people don't understand is this, Mr. Worthy. What people don't understand is the Asian community helped their community.
Exactly.
The so-called Jewish community helped their community.
Right.
All these communities help their community except us.
Right.
And we wonder why we're behind.
Right.
All these communities have their own political system. They have their own economic system, their own banks, their hospitals, everything. And when you go in these establishments, you see none but their people. They don't hire nobody but their people.
Right.
It's a reason behind all of that.
To push their community.
Yeah. Right. And the thing is, I'm not saying our people always been that way because our people haven't. Our people are royalty. We are royal people. We did not start from being slaves.
Exactly.
And people got to understand, we did not start from being slaves. That's what they want you to think. We never started being slaves, and we always worked with each other.
Exactly.
And we got to get back to that. We should have our own hospital.
Exactly.
We should have our own political system. The Black Caucus is not us. It's not us.
Right.
Black Lives Matter is not us.
Right.
You know,
She talking.
The NAACP.
they not us.
Exactly.
And the thing is, it's deeper than that. I don't know if I can do all that, but
you can go wherever you want to go.
my
with
thing
it.
is deeper than that. The thing is, if we keep labeling ourselves as black, that's the problem because we're not black.
Exactly.
And when we keep saying black, black is a color. Black is what you got on.
Right.
What's the word?
Yeah.
Your skin is
All
not black.
Nah. Shout out to Zach Ocher. Cause Zach Ocher in here too, but I want to just say my boy said we got that honey mustard drip. You know what I mean? Our skin is gold.
Right.
So shout out to Zach
Right.
for that one.
Right.
Yeah.
We're Moors. We're Hebrews. Whatever you call, we're Moors. We're in that category. And that's what we need to call ourselves. Once we start calling ourselves the right names, people respect us more.
Right.
We don't know though.
Yeah.
They'll respect us more.
Mm.
Just saying. They know who we are.
Right.
We don't. And that's the problem.
Yes.
That's the problem. And that's why I say melanated, because our skin is melanated. And they want to be us, but they don't want to be us.
Right.
Because we keep calling ourselves something that actually is in reverse. It belongs to them, not to us. Think about it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It belongs to them, not us. And we keep, but it's a force of habit. And you know, habits got hard. It takes, it's not everybody's gonna get it. All it takes is that small, like that mustard seed they talk about.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
I like mustard seeds.
Is that vegan? Hold on. Is mustard seeds vegan? What can you cook with mustard seed? Is it vegan?
It's a seed.
Can we because you cooking everything with walnuts and
Hey, let's
get some mustard seeds up in.
I mean, you know,
make some vegan mustard with some mustard seeds.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Mustard seed chicken up in here.
Yeah, I feel me.
I mean, if that's what you want, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if that's what you want to eat, cool. But I mean, it's so much, and you know, our people can tap in more once they start eating better, because the more junk we eat, the more we lower our frequency.
True.
And this is why some of us are stuck in what we're stuck in, and all we want to do is party. It's so much shit going on, and all we want to do is party. Why?
I don't understand why people party anyway.
Turn up on the ground.
Yeah.
Huh?
Turn up on the ground.
All right, I mean, you can turn up all day, and then these folks emulate it, but they doing it because we're doing it. We have to understand we actually set the trend and set the tone for people.
That's the truth, though.
That is the real truth.
Yes, definitely.
If we start acting a certain way, watch how people act. Watch how people act.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I bet if we stop going to people and saying black and start saying something, they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Just like I said, not black. Karis One even said it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He even say it all the time. I'm not black.
Yeah, I think Raven Simone said that too.
Yeah, and they got mad at Raven.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get a chance to go into definition of what they were meaning, so they just took it from the surface when they actually got a deeper meaning than what they were trying to say.
She said she's American, which she is right. She is American. You're American. I'm American.
Right. We were born in America.
Right.
But we're not black.
Oh, but if we know what America is, Morocco, American. We're American. We're indigenous. We're American. The people who call themselves American ain't American. But hey, that's another story. But you know, I'm going too deep. We supposed to be on the vegan. We supposed to be on the vegan stuff. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Let these folks know.
But that just show, you know, it opens untapped energy that, you know, a lot of us don't know it's there.
Right.
You know, when you eating better, eating healthier, you know, and it's good to teach your kids how to eat better, eat healthier. So when they grow up, because a lot of these doctors, they're looking at it as in, well, those people, they like pain. They like this and that. So we're going to treat them this way. You know, I say get a holistic doctor or get they might call like a witch doctor or something, a bula. I mean, things like that.
So get a witch.
Hey,
Gotcha.
What you think? think they use? They use our witches.
Right. Okay.
They use our witches too.
Okay.
So hey, why not?
I feel you. I feel you, man. This is dope, man. This is a dope interview. Let me get to some of these comments, man. 'Cause they've been going crazy in these comments. If the government is not involved in selling us the poison in forms of processing food, what do you think they're going to do? Give us for free? Okay, I heard you. I heard you. National taking notes. Say it, sister. Okay, they talking. I hear y'all up there.
I mean, it just is what it is. We should never rely on the government. The government should rely on us. We're the people.
Facts.
You know, the people's supposed to run the country, not the government. And that's when everything is getting jacked up. You know, people get upset about what happened on January 6th, the insurrection. That's in the Constitution.
Right.
That's in the Constitution. When your government is cutting up on you, guess what? You have every right to storm the Capitol.
Facts.
Even Thomas Jefferson, your founding father, they even said it.
Storm the Capitol.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I heard that. Matter of fact, we finna go storm the Capitol.
Why not?
Yeah, let's go.
If it's there.
No, they're gonna lock us up right there on the spot. Look here, man. They let them other folks out and they just going to trial. Some of them ain't even went to trial yet. Okay.
Wow.
Well, see,
They locked them up one day, they let them out the next day.
Because the thing is, what happens people have to understand there's a difference between public and private. What happens in the public is what you guys see on TV.
Right.
Private, you would never see.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Private.
So private, they gonna tell you, oh yeah, they locked up this and that, or this trial. Ain't nothing happened. Them folks good. That's why you can't watch too much TV.
It's a good thing I don't. That's something I don't do.
Yeah. Can't watch too much CNN and Fox and all of that.
I watch it just to see the story that they're telling.
Yeah, that's right. Now you want to watch it to see what they go tell, because I was just talking to somebody earlier about a lot of stuff that's getting revealed from the CDC, and now everybody looking like, I said, look, I told y'all for the jump a few years ago, don't take that shit.
Right.
Don't take that shit. Right. Don't take that shit. And look what's happening. I mean, I ain't gonna say I told you so. I'm just gonna try to help you get out of it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna try to do is help you get out of it. Because your so-called leaders, they with the shit too.
And they doing it good with confusion of got to take the shot, or if you don't, and all this and all that. And they talk about the numbers of the deaths and all that. They doing good, creating a little bit of diversion. They got us looking over here while they doing this over here.
Yeah,
a man from the CDC got killed, and they say he committed suicide when his body was found dead in the pond.
Oh yeah, and that's when it all really started. I mean, around that time, that's when a lot of the holistic doctors started coming up missing.
Dr. Sebi was in the cell, and he caught the flu in the cell.
Right, right. So yeah, you're right. It's a trip though, but a lot of people don't understand that a lot of the Caucasians, they know what's going on. It's just we don't. That's the sad part. That's why y'all be seeing them going at it with them folks. They know what time it is. We got to know what time it is. And what people don't understand, sometimes we might have to unify with them.
Right.
True.
We're going to have to. Because they got a little upper hand that we don't. We actually do, but until we get to that momentum that we need to be, we might have to join forces with them to overthrow this whole situation, because it's gonna get to that point. It's gonna get, because it's gonna get worse.
Right.
Chaos is at the doorstep right now.
Damn.
Chaos is sitting right there waiting.
Damn.
You see, they coming out with these passport stuff. All this stuff is unconstitutional. But if you don't know the Constitution,
right,
I could push anything on you.
That's a fact.
Right?
That's a fact.
If you don't know that the president can't mandate anything, what?
Right.
Presidents can't mandate anything. They just do executive. They just do executive orders.
This president mandates.
The only person who can mandate anything is the courts, and the courts ain't touching shit. If you ain't paid attention, the courts ain't trying to touch nothing. And they showing it on mainstream. The court's like, they ain't with it, because they already know it's unconstitutional.
But they say go Biden.
Oh, that's Brandon.
Oh.
You know, they call him Brandon.
Oh.
Go, Go Brandon. Go Brandon.
Okay.
I mean, it's man, it's so much. It's just crazy. And I'm actually, just not to get a little off subject, I'm actually a part of a foundation called Know Your Rights Foundation. And they're actually trying to teach our people about their rights so they can know the law. Because as it keep getting darker or everything that's going on, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to know the law.
Right.
You're gonna have to know the law.
Right.
And you got to know it like that, because who they gonna start with? The police.
Definitely.
Right.
The police are the ones who are gonna be enforcing it, and you got to hold them to the law.
Right.
Because we all know it's some good ones out there and some bad ones out there. And it's some that don't know the law and some that do.
Yeah.
So, he the guy who's over it name is Kevin, and he's trying to make a lot of Johnny Cochrans, because everybody know Johnny Cochran was the shit.
Yeah.
And they had to take that brother out.
Cochran fam.
They had to take that brother out.
Firm.
They already know they had to take that brother out. He was just too smart.
Not the Johnny Cochran, man.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Johnny, by the way. Man.
Right.
Johnny Cochran was
Salute.
that guy.
Yeah.
Let's get back into the vegan though, because we was dropping too much gem for y'all.
Oh yeah, we got
y'all ain't ready for all of
That's
them.
gonna have to be part. That's gonna have to be part 2, right there.
Right.
Y'all better pick them gems about the flow.
Yeah.
They sitting there. It's one right there about it for you. But definitely. You was talking about the fact of the matter that teaching the kids about being vegan. And I know you said also earlier that you said your son is not a vegan, but you try to share a lot of vegan food with them.
Yeah.
How was that process on trying to show your kids more about being vegan and trying to convert, or not necessarily convert, but trying to show them the difference between non-vegan and being vegan?
Well, my son, he's the oldest, so he's grown now. So, a lot of the non-eat vegan stuff, I kind of got to him, but he has got to the point that he's like, Mom, I gotta eat a little more healthier. He realizing that on his own, that he's trying to put more fruits and vegetables. Now he likes steak, just like you can't kick a steak.
Yeah.
Can't kick a steak off, but he's trying to eat a little more healthy, and that's all they take is baby steps.
Right.
Because that's how it starts. It's not going to be just change like that. But my 12-year-old.
Oh, that's not one time. Yeah.
but my 12-year-old, she plays both sides of the fence, because when she's at home, she's more vegan.
Okay.
When she goes to her dad, she's non-vegan.
Gotcha.
So, trying to really get them to understand that shouldn't eat a certain way, because her dad, he's sick. Trying to tell him, you need to eat better.
Right.
And his fiance, y'all need to eat better, because we have to be examples for her. And she knows when she come home, you got to detox when you get home. You got to get all that junk out of your system and go back eating vegan. But, one thing I can say, when she get older, she'll know the difference, because it's not like I force her. She wants to eat vegan food.
Right.
And then she chooses if she want to eat a certain way. But she knows the food she eating is not good to eat. She does know that. We let her see documentaries on it, And I think everybody should let their kids see that, because you let them make their own decision off of that. Let them see what happens to the pig, what happens to the cow. Let them see that firsthand. And they're going to make a decision either yay, but if they're still kids, you have that control on how they eat.
Right.
But as they get older,
like the older son,
they make that decision for themselves. So that's all. It just really just opening people's mind up instead of being more closed-minded, to understand that this is very important. It's a very serious matter right now, and it's very important for you to change your diet, because like I was even telling my son, what happens when all the food that you like to eat is gone? This food shortage, how you gonna survive if you so used to eating meat?
You ain't got no choice to be vegan then.
Right, but a lot of people are gonna snap if you don't get yourself on that regimen now. You see what I'm saying? If you just got to go cold turkey and go vegan, you will flip.
Yeah, I'm still on that steak. Right.
Right. I'm just saying.
I
So
kill for some steak.
so you have to, gradually get yourself there. You can't just all of a sudden I'm vegan.
Right.
It don't work that way. Life doesn't even work that way.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. Just at least put it in your diet that if push comes to shove and shit happens, you still know how to survive.
Right.
That's my thing. You still know how to survive. If they got rid of all the meat, you say, you know what? I did learn how to make some vegan fried chicken with oyster mushroom.
Right.
I can cook
Right.
up.
And walnuts.
Right. And walnuts. That guy ain't stopping me. I'm still eating good.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So I know you were speaking earlier about hold on, my bad. Most of the cops aren't the most studious people, so thousands of rookies clueless in law. True, that's true. Okay, all right, talking. Meat eaters gonna eat people. What?
What? Hey,
meat eaters gonna eat people. Okay,
it's a
And salute
possibility
to that.
though.
I mean,
It's a
but
possibility.
I know earlier you was talking about how your daughter goes to both households, and then in your household is vegan, and the other household is non-vegan. It is how is that difficult for you to try to I wouldn't necessarily convert, like I said, she wants to be vegan, but how is that situation for you trying to show your daughter how to be more vegan? And then when she go into an area,
It can be kind of difficult because I even tell her dad and I'm not like she doesn't eat that way at home. She
Right.
doesn't drink regular milk. She doesn't do all that.
They got vegan milk too.
Almond milk.
Oh, okay. I like almond milk. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I literally keep almond milk because I eat that with my cereal. It's just
Yeah.
I like
Almond milk
almond.
tastes better than regular milk.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, regular milk ain't nothing but cow puss.
That's crazy. I never knew it this whole time drinking vegan milk.
Yeah, it's plants.
Yeah, I love almond milk.
Yeah.
And the silk milk, by the way.
Try to make your almond milk by yourself instead of buying it. I have learned how to make the almond milk without store bought. Now it's only fresh for like 2 or 3 days but you even when you buy the silk milk, look at the ingredients. If it don't just have almond and water or some type of sweetener, don't buy it.
Uh-oh. Why?
Because they put chemicals. Not even that. It's when they got chemicals in it, it's not natural. That's just like you buy apple juice. It should have what? Apple and water, right?
Right.
Not apple, water, acid, this and that.
Fructose, all
right.
that.
And some stuff they put in to make it last long. But fresh, if you make it fresh, it's good. Even if you refrigerate it and put it in a glass, it's good at least 2 or 3 days.
Okay. I might not have been drinking good almond milk, but I've been drinking almond milk.
He had good intentions.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
His heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Heart is in the right place.
I love almond milk, though.
It's in the right place.
Is good.
Somebody gave me that when I was I would say about 10 years ago. Somebody gave me some almond milk, and I was like, "What is this?" And I started drinking it with everything. If I use milk, I use almond milk before I use anything else, which is dope.
Well, that's good. At least you working on it. It takes time.
So I'm slick, kind of vegan.
Yeah, you
kind of.
You kind of.
I'm kind of vegan. You know what I mean? I ain't all the way over.
You're selective,
but I'm looking at the line.
You're a selective vegan.
Yeah, you know
vegan-ish.
Yeah, vegan-ish.
Yeah, I like that. I'm very veganish.
You veganish.
You know what I mean?
You're veganish. That'll work. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the situation about the daughter being different.
I mean, it's complicated because I really got to get her father and his wife on the same page, because they have to take their health important. And if they don't take their health important, then what? I have to buy things for her to take over there to eat that certain
right.
There'll be another thing, but
send her with these egg rolls. You know what I mean? Because Jesus, oh my God, yes. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, and she sits and watch me cook, my daughter, so she sees what I put in, and she loves it.
So are you teaching her how to make vegan food as well?
Yeah, she actually wants to bake.
Oh,
So working on some
That's the
things
story.
with her.
so we talking about like baking like chicken, or we talking about like baking cakes and
Baking cakes.
oh, so y'all gonna make vegan sweets and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even know there was such thing as a vegan
Man,
cake.
vegan sweets are
Huh?
it is the bomb.
What?
Go to a vegan bakery. You will lose your mind how good the stuff is.
Okay.
And basically, there's no dairy in it and there's no egg.
Okay, I can understand the no egg, but what you mean no dairy?
No milk.
So you just
So they use almond milk
okay
or coconut milk.
Yeah, so I might like that.
Yeah.
I might like that one.
Yeah, so they do like almond milk and stuff like that.
Okay.
So basically, anything that's animal products, they just remove it.
I still want to know how they get almond milk out of almonds.
I can tell you.
Like, are y'all like squeezing the almonds
No,
until the juice come out?
I'm gonna tell you how to do it. So basically, you soak the almonds in water, in spring water. Soak it in spring water. After you soak it, you blend it in a blender with the almonds in it, and then you strain it. There you go, the milk.
So you soak it in spring water, you blend it, and then you strain it.
Yep.
What are we straining? We strain the almond chips out?
Yeah, getting the almond chips out.
Okay, got you. I was like, why are we straining it if it's already blended? All right, got you. And then that's how you make almond milk.
Right, and then you can use those almond chips, and you can roast them and dehydrate them and make almond flour.
Almond flour. That sounds good. Can I use that for my fried chicken?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna use vegan. I'm gonna use vegan flour. Vegan flour for real fried chicken.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Flour.
Cause that's what you do when you're veganish.
Almond flour.
When you veganish.
Is this sold anywhere already? The almond flour?
They do sell almond flour at Publix, Kroger's. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah, if you go on the flour aisle, you'll see almond flour. You see coconut flour.
Yeah, man. That's how you gotta do it, man. I'm gonna start being veganish with a lot of my stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna mix both. Yeah, it's how I get it.
Like you said, over here in the nut bag. Get your nut bag, squeeze it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a cheesecloth and squeeze it too.
What's a cheesecloth? I don't be knowing these things.
Yeah.
Like,
we're on
one
veganish.
One thing about President Worthy, if he don't know it, I'm not afraid to ask. I don't. I'm a ask because I need to know.
I mean, it's like a cloth, and it have little holes in it, and you just squeeze the stuff.
Okay, cheddar cloth.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like a cloth made of cheese, and then you just
No, sir.
It's not a cheesecloth. Okay, got it. All right,
Yeah.
I'm with it. This has been dope, man, to learn this type of stuff.
A lot of good knowledge.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know nothing about the whole almond.
Did you get in the mac and cheese?
I didn't get into the mac and cheese.
Look, mac and cheese good.
I'm
gonna get a corner.
Whenever they don't eat, I'm about to eat this at home tonight. This is my dinner.
You see them roll. Them
he's not getting his bad egg roll. He gets my ass on that.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
It's your interview, man.
He lost his damn mind. His ass egg roll.
I snuck that other one. Though. I was like,
I seen that. I was like, hold on. Yeah, but that's cool. He could that. I ain't even mad. But his last one is mine. Definitely. Whatever the fuck mac and cheese he don't eat is mine. I'm not playing.
I was waiting till he was deep in the question too. I was like,
yeah.
Just going
so I'm talking about, look at this.
That's a good question.
No, ain't no good questions. Mine. But I do want to say, it's getting close to time to wrap it up. This has been a dope interview. I had a lot of gems dropped in this one. A lot of things we learned about vegan that I didn't know. I will say, man, the more and more I get into these black-owned businesses, I start learning things that I never knew about. From all the way from when Phil did the barber thing, teaching people about different types of haircuts and being able to use cold water, to people like I did last month with the apparel, learning how hard it is to put apparel together, getting designs. This vegan situation is just like, it's dope to even go through these experiences. It's the reason why I wanted to have these interviews, to be able to not just to support the business, but to get people mindset set on to what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it, and to learn a little background from it. so the people would know. That's why I like doing these interviews. Like I said, it's been dope. I want to thank you for coming through again.
Definitely,
Oh,
Let's give it up for the vegan
Give it up for the
goddess.
vegan
Thank you.
goddess.
Vegan goddess, yes.
Yes.
Yes. This interview will be posted up soon. Definitely. I want to give y'all a shout out for tuning in. Everybody that was in the chat, everybody that commented. Thank y'all for that. Definitely. If y'all want to go ahead and get y'all raffles in for getting your 7-day meal prep, like I said, she's gonna put it together and ship it to you. But if you want to get your raffle for that, go into Rap Analytics bio, click on that link in the bio, stroll down to Rap Analytics supporting Black-owned business, aka Raz Bob raffle. Click on that, find hers, and then all you got to do is get your $5 raffle tickets. You can get up to 10 tickets if you want. And then we're gonna do the drawings January 28th on the show. You know, I do my drawings on the last show of the month. And then we'll announce the vegan winners. The vegan winners, you know what I mean? Yeah, because these are the vegan raffles.
Well, look, I
Okay.
got something else.
Hold on, she still
I
ain't
got
done.
something I want to add.
Go ahead.
So what I'm gonna do also with those meal preps, I'm gonna give you guys 7 of my natural juices.
Oh
You
man.
get all the juices flavor. Have strawberry lemonade, strawberry limeade,
She will not say the
goddess nectar.
I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah, the nectar.
I'm
Oh,
mad.
I'm
The
getting
goddess
12
nectar.
tickets.
Right.
The God, I've been waiting. Look, I've
The
been waiting on the
blueberry
goddess
lemonade.
nectar all my
So
life.
you get to try all 4 natural juices. I actually will give 4 juices. So you get the 7 meal plan and 4 juices.
Who don't want natural juices?
You can't.
Hey.
Those juices are the
I'm
bomb.
about to drive.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how I can get me some of these this nectar, goddess nectar. I don't know. I don't even know how to
the
say
sweet
it.
nectar.
It sound wrong saying it. I don't even know how. But let me get some of that. You know how black people can't say nothing. You got some of that goddess neck.
Oh, the goddess nectar.
Let me get some of that goddess neck, please.
Oh God.
Yeah. But definitely, man. That's dope to even add that in there. So definitely go get y'all raffle tickets, man. Like I said, I do this to support the Black-owned business in the community, and definitely trying to get y'all a situation where y'all can eat healthy and be healthy. And trying these juices is definitely what I'm on to next, because I don't try some of this food. I gotta get a hold of her and get some of these juices, because she's trying to keep the juices from us, y'all. She didn't want to bring us the juices. She wanted to get addicted. You know, that's what it is.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
She didn't want us to get addicted. She, like you said, you can't just convert all the way over. You know, she gotta get
You
us
ain't
baby
ready.
steps.
You ain't ready for this nectar.
Okay, you ain't ready for this neck. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I already gave you my egg rolls, but this
Okay.
nectar,
You not going.
I ain't got time for you to knock it on my door for my nectar.
Right. And then you say you stop at Pleasant Hill. They're
Yeah.
basically like 15 to 20 minutes of rush ride home.
Oh yeah, I know. Feel
See,
no. Yeah.
Right.
So,
They
yeah.
look be at my door like I be at the
Hey.
like,
I
what you
just
want?
want,
Hey, where's the goddess neck?
I just want some more of that nectar. I just
Huh?
want some more of that nectar.
Huh?
It was so sweet. It was thick and sweet.
Yes. Oh man, that just sound good. I ain't gonna lie though. You know, like I said, I joke a lot, but at the same time though, that does sound great. I just want to know what's in the goddess nectar.
It's ginger,
Uh-huh.
it's lemon,
Mm-hmm.
it's pomegranate,
Okay.
and it's agave.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, man. I want all the gava in mine. You know what I mean? I want all the gava in mine.
All natural.
You feel me? I let's get it. Yes, but again, man, mac and cheese,
The
egg
last
rolls,
egg roll said it.
this right here.
Sauce.
Oh my God, this right
That
here.
is not the watermelon
Yes.
dipping sauce.
It's not the goddamn watermelon dipping sauce.
You
Okay,
had to
this
be
is
there
not
for
that.
You had to be.
Oh
there.
yeah, you had to be for the show. You had to be in the
It's
show
a
for that
whole
one.
thing. It's
Yeah.
a whole thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But this is not the goddamn watermelon dipping sauce. Okay, that's not that. All right. And then what's this one again?
Num num.
Num. Okay.
Num.
Okay. And then,
Num goes
num.
good with nectar. God is
Num.
nectar.
Look, man.
You said
Check her
all
out.
this.
She got a card, man. Y'all go ahead, tune in to her. follow her. You feel me? Contact her, email, whatever. Do all that for her. Like what
Say
you
just
said.
stop me for the food, nothing
Yeah.
else.
Stalk her for the food, definitely. Cause she got it. Cause
Where-
I'm about
where-
to be at the door from these egg rolls.
What
Probably tomorrow.
all your
like, hey,
social
Kim.
media sites? All of your social media
My
sites.
social media, I got my Facebook, the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are all the same. It's the Vegan Goddess 79.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
So that's the easy way to find it. Vegan Goddess 79. Look me up on TikTok. Look me up on Instagram. Look me up on Facebook.
Gotcha. Definitely go follow her, y'all. Definitely go follow her. And support the business. Definitely doing big things. And we don't have a lot of vegan people out there. I mean, not people, but we don't have a lot of vegan businesses out there.
Yes.
So definitely give this vegan business some love, show them some support and everything. And like I said, go follow them. Even if you don't get the raffle ticket, because I want y'all to also understand getting the raffles is not my goal. You know what I mean? It's not about getting the raffle ticket.
Mhm.
My goal is to make sure y'all support these businesses. So even if you don't go through the raffle ticket, at least go to her personally, you know, and check her out. Get some of these foods and some of these meal preps on your own. You don't have to go to me personally. I just give y'all a little sample so y'all can see what it's about. But other than that, go visit this business yourself. Go see what she's about. She got a lot of good things going on. So definitely follow her on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. On Vegan Goddess, the Vegan Goddess at that. The Vegan Goddess 79. Definitely. It's your favorite campaign, presidential worthy. You know what I'm saying? Please vote for me. Definitely. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. But like my boy Nino would always say,
You already know.
hashtag
break bread
with your peoples. Definitely, man. That's all we ask for, man. Rap Analytics. It's been a great show. Kim, we appreciate you
Thank
again
you.
for coming through.
Thank you.
Definitely. And we're gonna be back with y'all Thursday with something dope. I ain't even gonna announce it, but I'm gonna definitely let y'all know it's gonna be something dope, man. So tune in Thursday and Rap Analytics. We up out of here, man.
Radio Cast.